Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about ASD or Autism Spectrum Disorder. ASD is a neurodevelopmental disease typically diagnosed during childhood. ASD changes the way your child interacts and communicates. There's no cure for it, but the symptoms may lessen over time. Did you know that autism and ASD are the same and the only difference is just the number of words? Surprise! Well, let me explain. The American Psychiatric Association changed the term autism to Autism Spectrum Disorder in 2013, and they include under one roof autism, Asperger Syndrome, and pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified, or PDD-NOS. In short, autism, Asperger Syndrome, and PDD-NOS are grouped together in one name called ASD. Healthcare providers don't officially recognize Asperger Syndrome as its own condition. Let me whisper the reason why. They found out that Dr. Hans Asperger works under Nazi and is involved in euthanasia program killing children who are considered disabled. Damn, I just said that. Well, it's really the truth. The Nazi involvement in euthanasia thing is exposed in Shepherd's book, but the rest is just my speculation. Here is my dreamy speculation why. Maybe the healthcare provider just wake up one day with a heavenly wisdom and they consider Asperger Syndrome and Autism Syndrome should fall under one disorder called Autism Spectrum Disorder. Actually, in 2013, the EPA put Asperger Syndrome under ASD for its similarity in autism. One medical publication concluded that medical technical terminology to refer to conditions classified under DSM-5 Autism Spectrum Disorder in order to square the circle of social concerns regarding identity and stigma with the need for diagnostic clarity to continue to advance medical practice. In short, to make people happy. Some people though still use the term Asperger Syndrome to describe their conditions. The risk factors are the following: having a sibling with ASD, having a certain genetic or chromosomal condition such as Fragile X syndrome or tuberous sclerosis, experiencing complication at birth, and being born to older parents. Before we continue with ASD signs and symptoms, please subscribe, like, and share if you like my video or its content. If not, then bye! Kidding! Anyway, thank you for watching. So let's talk about signs and symptoms of ASD. Children with ASD may have hard time in social communication and interaction skills. For example, they avoid eye contact, no facial expression like happy, sad, angry, and surprised, and does not respond to name when called by 9 months of age. Does not play simple interactive games like peekaboo. Does not use gesture like waving at you by 1 year of age. Does not share interests with others by 15 months of age. Does not want to show you something interesting by 18 months of age. Does not notice when others are hurt or upset by 2 years of age. Does not notice other children enjoyment play by 3 years old. And does not pretend to be something else like a teacher or superhero during play by 4 years of age. Does not sing, dance, or act for you by 5 years. Also, children with ASD has restricted or repetitive behaviors or interests. For example, they line up toys or other objects and gets upset when order is changed. They repeat words or phrases over and over. They play with toys the same way every time. Tend to focus on parts of objects. For example, in a car, children with ASD focus on a wheel or other parts of a car, not as a whole. Kids with ASD gets upset by minor changes, has obsessive interest, must follow certain routines, claps hands, rocks body, or spins self in circles, has unusual reaction to way that things sound, smell, taste, look, or feel. Most people with ASD have other related characteristics. These might include delayed language skills, delayed movement skills, delayed cognitive or learning skills, hyperactive, impulsive, or inattentive behavior, epilepsy or seizure disorder, unusual eating and sleeping habits, gastrointestinal issues such as constipation, unusual mood or emotional reaction, anxiety, stress, or excessive worry, lack of fear or more fear than expected. We need to remember children with ASD may not have all or any of the behaviors listed as examples here. As a parent, if you feel that something is not right with your child, you can request your pediatrician for evaluation. ASD is hard to diagnose because there is no medical or laboratory test. Doctors look at the child's developmental history and behavior to make a diagnosis. ASD can be detected at 18 months of age or younger. By age of 2, a diagnosis by an experienced professional can be considered reliable. Many children do not receive a final diagnosis until older. Some are diagnosed in their teens or adulthood. This delay means people may not get the early help they needed. If possible, early diagnosis is very important to make sure kids receive the service and support they needed to reach their full potential. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.